Welcome to today's class. Today we're going to do a simple short yoga flow. It's going to feel very good. We might get a little bit of heat into those legs, but you may need some blocks just for a piece or two as we come up onto our feet about halfway through. So if you want to grab those as we get started, be my guest. I'm going to grab mine and just kind of show you a couple of things that might help you a little bit understand how those blocks can even help you during a yoga session. So let's just go ahead and get started, bringing those hands out to the side, taking a nice deep inhale in. Those hands come up, coming down, elbows first, feeling that nice stretch across your chest, reaching back up, exhaling, coming down one more time, coming up, twisting over to the right, dropping those hands just outside of your legs, loosening that jaw, removing that tongue from the roof of the mouth, bringing those hands up overhead, getting that twist on the other side. And coming back into center, letting your head just fall over here, over your shoulder, maybe stretching out that opposite arm next to you, reaching slightly behind you, getting a slightly deeper stretch here. Maybe you even place your hand, you're not pressing down on your head at all, just that little extra weight, giving you a little extra stretch, coming back through center, letting that ear come over the opposite shoulder, bring that opposite hand out to the side, slightly behind you, feeling that stretch down the side of your neck, maybe placing that hand again. Coming back up to center, and then keeping your head upright and just bringing that chin over shoulder, making some really big no's. What are you saying no to today? What are you letting go of? Not letting it come into this practice with you. Coming back to center, and then making some really big yeses, bringing that chin to your chest, and slowly coming back, feeling that stretch down your neck. What are you saying yes to today? What are you bringing in? I will be shocked if I don't see a dog over here. I can hardly get on the mat without them coming over. Okay, coming back to center, planting those hands in front of you. I'm going to go ahead and face to the side just so you can see what I'm doing. Did I not say it? Okay, so those hands are coming underneath your shoulders. Those knees are underneath your hips. You're in that tabletop position. And we're just going to exhale all of that air out as you come into this cat. And inhale, come forward. Those shoulder blades come down your back. That chest comes forward. Exhaling all that air out. And do this a few times on your own breath. And just stay where you need it more. Sometimes you need it more in that lower back. Sometimes you need it more in that upper back. And man, this cat stretch feels so good. Coming forward one more time. Back to center. Looking back here, making sure I'm not about to kick a dog. Kicking that right foot back. And if you want to, bring that left hand up. You don't have to if you're having trouble balancing here. If you have no arm up, you're just going to bring that knee into the center or knee to elbow. Press away. Come back to the center. Press away. Come back to the center. Press away. Bringing that hand down. Now crossing that foot across and just giving a little peek over that shoulder, looking at that foot, feeling that stretch down this side body. And then you're going to lift that foot up, bring it out to the side of your mat, and just shift those hips back over your heels, getting that nice stretch down that inner leg. Coming back up, back over that heels, back to that tabletop, coming up or back one more time, back to the center. Now you're going to swing that foot back up to the top of your mat, just outside of that right hand, maybe shifting that back knee back just a little bit as you lower down into this stretch. It feels so good. Releasing that jaw, releasing that tongue from the roof of your mouth. Coming back up, swinging that right foot back, and doing this on the opposite side. First, bringing that left foot back and staying there if you want, or if you want a little more challenge and balance, bringing that right arm forward, getting into that bird dog, bringing knee and elbow together, pressing away. We're just warming up a little bit before we're getting into a little bit of stretch here. Keeping that foot out, bringing that hand down, crossing that foot over, and just taking a little peek at it, getting that nice stretch down that opposite side body. And now lifting that foot up, bringing it out to the side in alignment with that knee, just shifting those hips back, getting into that nice stretch, coming back up to your tabletop, lowering back down, coming back up, lowering back down, coming back up. Now swinging that foot outside of that hand, shifting that back knee back, lowering down. I hope you can't see all of this dog hair on my mat. I'm just looking at this. It's wild. Clean it off every morning. But they really like hanging out with me down here, so here we are. Swinging that foot back. Now, I just want to sit back over your heels for just a moment. If yoga is new to you and you don't do a lot of things where you're putting pressure on your wrists, and you have tight wrists, just grabbing those hands and doing a little bit of wrist mobility. Bringing them around here. Maybe doing some pom-pom action, and I'm going to face you so you can see what I'm doing here. Pressing those hands towards me. You're saying stop. Those fingers are flexed back towards you. Just one by one, bring those fingers down. Pinky, ring finger, middle finger, pointer, thumb as you're making a fist. Now those knuckles come down and slightly in. And you're just stretching out that forearm a little bit. Releasing that. His fingers are flexed towards you. And then coming down one at a time. Wrists come down. Knuckles come in. That feels pretty good. Doing this a few days in a row will absolutely help you with some stiffness in your wrist, or if you're feeling any pain. A lot of pain in our wrist comes from weakness or tightness in our forearms. So the more you practice, the more it will go away. I can see it in my own practice. Even just taking like a week off, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. Okay, coming back into this tabletop. Coming in front of your hands just a little bit, lowering yourself onto your belly, and then bringing your hands just in front of you. Your forearms are on the ground, pressing up into that Sphinx pose, just warming up back a little bit, getting into that spinal mobility, lowering back down, bringing those hands back about by your armpits, keeping those elbows hugged in. And I want you to think about pressing those toes back, pointing them back towards the back of the room. You can like nearly lift up those legs, right? Your glutes are activated, those hamstrings are activated. Now we're going to press up into that baby cobra. Lower back down. Press up one more time. Maybe getting a little bit higher. Feeling that burn in your triceps more than anywhere else. Now pressing all the way up, maybe coming all the way up to your upward facing dog where your feet are on the ground, but those legs are off. Curling those toes, meeting me in your downward dog, and pedaling out those feet a little bit. Holy moly, the amount of dog hair I have on these leggings right now. You guys are wild. Okay, looking up between your hands and just slowly walking those feet up there, staying in this forward facing fold, maybe grabbing onto those elbows and just kind of rocking back and forth in this ragdoll position. Getting a little stretch down the backs of those legs. Coming back to center, those hands come down, coming up to a flat back. Maybe those hands are on your shins, lowering all the way down, making sure those feet are about hip width apart. Slight bend in those knees. Reverse swan dive up. And then bringing those hands back down, finding that forward facing fold, slight bend in those knees. Coming up halfway, lowering all the way down, planting those hands, stepping or jumping back into plank, lowering down through your chaturanga into your upward facing dog, curling those toes, meeting me in downward dog. Looking between those hands and then stepping or jumping up to meet them, making sure those feet are hip width apart, slight bend in those knees, coming up halfway to that flat back, lowering all the way down, bend those knees, reverse swan dive up. We're going to step our right leg back, so you're going to find that balance on that left leg, shifting that weight over to the left, stepping that right leg back about 3 feet into your high lunge. And just staying here for a moment, paying attention to where those hips are. Those hips are in, they're not back, right? You might have a slight bend in this back knee, especially as we're warming up. So if you're struggling getting this leg to be straight, no worries. The more important placement is those hips. You might feel some tightness in this hip flexor, but we're warming up. So I usually have a slight bend in my knee here. Now we're going to turn that back heel down. So we're now in warrior one. And we're going to open those hands up to the side. You're in warrior two. Coming back into reverse warrior. Floating forward. Straightening that knee. Now coming back into reverse triangle. Floating forward, bending that knee again. Coming down into your side angle. You might have a forearm here on the side. What I don't want to see is like you collapsing over here, right? So think about your body being in alignment with that leg. And if you want to go deeper, that body stays in alignment. Now, you can come out of this if you need to. If you're like, holy smokes, that left leg is on fire, will you show me this? This is where having a yoga block is going to help you. So if you need to go grab that or put it in place, your forearm can absolutely be here as long as you're not collapsing. We want to see space here. And that's where having that yoga block is really helpful. Okay. Wow. Hello. Left glute. Swinging that right arm up. We're back in that high lunge. And this time we're going to bring both of those hands down. Maybe you have a block here on whatever level you need, right? Whatever level you need, planting that right hand, raising that left up, coming back down to center, stepping up towards the top of your mat. We'll find that exact same thing on the other side, Shifting that weight into that right foot, finding that balance, taking that left foot back, turning that back heel down so you're in warrior one. Now opening up into your warrior two, coming back into that reverse warrior. This hand can be on your hamstring, it could be all the way down to your calf. Just don't get that on your knee, right? Okay, coming forward, straightening that knee, coming into that reverse triangle, floating forward, bending that knee. Now we're going to come into that extended side angle again. So you come forward, maybe you grab that block as you just kind of figure out that alignment, what feels good for you. And it's going to change. It'll change day to day, right? I always have my blocks here just in case. Of course I didn't when I started this video. And pressing up through that warrior two, swinging that back hand around, coming down, those hands frame my foot, planting that left hand, raising my right, swinging back down, coming back up to the top, stepping to the top of my mat. We're going to bring those hands up, coming down for that forward fold, slight bend in those knees, coming up halfway. We're going to do that one more time, a little bit faster. We're going to plant those hands, step back into your plank, lower down through your chaturanga, upward facing dog, curl those toes, meet me in downward dog, step or jump to the top of your mat, come up to that flat back, up halfway, lower all the way down, bend those knees, reverse swan dive up, finding that balance on that left side, stepping that right foot back, turning that back heel down, opening up into your warrior two, straightening that leg, flipping that front hand over, coming back into your reverse triangle, floating forward, bending that left knee, coming back into your reverse warrior, straighten that leg again, reaching forward, falling into triangle this time. Before we bend that left knee and come down for your side angle. Pressing back up through your warrior two. Swinging that back hand around your back in your high lunge. Coming down, framing those feet, planting that right hand, raising that left. Bringing that hand down, pressing back up through your high lunge, stepping towards the top of your mat. We're going to find that on the other side, finding that balance on the right foot, stepping that left foot back, turning that back heel down so you're in warrior one, opening up into warrior two, straightening that front leg, flipping that right hand over, coming back into your reverse triangle, floating forward, bending that knee, coming back into your warrior two, straightening that knee, reaching forward, falling into triangle. And then bending that knee, finding your extended side angle, pressing back up into your warrior two, bringing that back hand around up to the top, planting those hands. Keep that left hand planted, bring that right up to the sky, coming back down, pressing back up through your high lunge, stepping towards the top of your mat. Arms come up, finding that forward fold, slight bend in those knees, coming up halfway. Lower all the way down, plant those hands, step or jump back into plank, lower those knees. Those toes come together, those knees come out a little wide, press back into your child's pose. Taking a nice inhale in, and on an exhale, walking those hands over to the right. taking a nice deep inhale in, and on an exhale, walking those hands over to the left. And coming back through center, back up through your tabletop, keeping that left hand planted. Bring that right hand up to the sky, and then bring it down, threading that needle. That right shoulder comes down to the earth. And you can bring that left hand out in front of you or out to the side, maybe even behind you, opening up that chest a little bit. The more you try and keep those hips square, the more you're going to get into that upper back, which is what we're trying to stretch here. And releasing that hand, planting that left hand back on the mat, pressing up, planting that right hand, bringing that left hand up to the sky, coming down, threading that needle. Left shoulder comes down to the earth. Again, you can bring that hand up here. You can bring it behind you, just tucking it in that hip. And that nice stretch in that upper back. If you sit at a desk all day, this is amazing. Opening up that chest a little bit. Opening up. We're getting that stretch in that back. Bringing that right hand back around. Pressing back up into your tabletop. Curling those toes. Pressing back up through your downward facing dog, keeping that left foot on the ground, bringing that right foot up behind you, and then bring it forward, leading with that shin, coming down into your pigeon. That knee is at your right hand, right knee, right hand, or left knee at the left, whatever. You're going opposite, no worries. Coming down into that pigeon. Now you can stay here, and depending on your flexibility, if your knee is bothering you here, the closer you bring that heel into your leg, the less pressure you'll feel on that knee. Or if you want a deeper stretch, just pull back a little bit. Maybe find this forward fold. A nice stretch in that outer hip. It's going to feel really good after leg days. Maybe even some cardio. We did it all this week. And you can stay here for a few more moments, or if you want to press up, bend that back knee, reach around and grab that foot. You can still feel that quad stretch. Even if you can't reach that foot, you're still going to feel a little bit of a quad stretch. You can also use something to help you pull it towards you if you want to work on that, but this is a really good start. Releasing that foot, planting that right hand back on the ground, pressing back up into your downward dog, reaching that opposite foot up behind you. My left foot is up in the air, coming forward, leading with that shin. That knee comes to that left side. That foot comes to that right, coming down into my pigeon. Just going to come down onto my forearms. You can also have like a pillow here if you want to. If you're in a yoga class, they usually have those big pillows. They're bolsters. They look like giant pillows. They're firm pillows. I have this rogue hair that keeps coming back to me. And you can stay here if you want, or press up, bend that back knee, pull that foot towards you, getting into that quad a little bit. Releasing that foot. And I am just going to I'm kind of shifted over to this left side. Those feet are both on the right side of my body, planting that hand just outside of my left hip. I'm going to press my hips up, bring that right hand up in front of me, lowering it back down. I'm going to come up one more time, pressing it up in front of me, lowering it back down. Swinging those feet around, coming to the opposite side. Those feet are now pointing to the left. That hand is outside of that right hip, pressing up. Opposite arm comes up. I'm stretching into those hip flexors, lowering back down, pressing back up. lowering back down, swinging those feet in front of me, heel toeing those feet out a little wider than your mat, a little wider than your hips, and just letting those knees fall to the right, coming back through center, falling to the left, back through, over to the right. Just doing those windshield wipers. Feels pretty good. Oh, I'm sure you heard him squeaking his toy over there. I'm sorry about that. Okay, back to center. His feet come in front of you, reaching up, folding forward. We kept this pretty short today. If you go into the yoga vault and you want something a little more, you can find a lot more. Bringing those feet in, bottoms of those feet together, finding that forward fold. Coming back up. And that is it for us today. Thank you so much for joining me this week. I hope this helped you kind of find your rhythm a little bit. I will see you at your next class.